Hey folks, today we're going to take a look at Realm Revolutions, which is an idle game or a clicker. I've been playing it for a little while, so obviously when you start out, your numbers are not going to be moving this quickly. But it's kind of an interesting game. I've never really played clicker games before. But you start out basically, well, I'll show you in just a second. You start at, let me just do a revolution. So you start out like this, 100 gold. You usually start out with 10 food, but I've upgraded that since. And you click on that and you start getting food. So one farm starts producing 1 food per second. Then you need to get 10 peasants and you can buy your second farm. That opens up wells and workshops. Wells produce both gold and food. They also double your food income. So when you click on that, this will jump to 4. I find that food is a big bottleneck in the beginning. Later on, money becomes a bigger issue. It depends on how far you want to go. You can also click on these. So we'll just do that. There we go. And upgrade that. And now we unlock. So each thing unlocks a new building, and each building has a different effect. So your farms produce 1 food per farm, and produces gold times peasants times 2. All your buildings cost gold to purchase, and the occupants, which in this for farms is peasants, for wells is water boys, and so on, costs both gold and food. So you need food here to be able to level up. You also need to get at least the minimum number of peasants, water boys, etc. to upgrade to the next level of that building. As I said, each building has its own particular thing. Like I said, farms produce food, wells produce gold and double the food income from your farms. Stables give you a horse, which allows you to apply that to reduce the requirement to get to the next level. So if I applied it to farm, I'm not going to bother right now because I'm already at the maximum here. But if I applied it to farm, it would reduce this requirement to 500 peasants from 1,000. Let's just level these up a little bit more. Let's also do these. So clicking on this just makes it that it won't use more. You won't hire more than you need for the next building. Click on that. Now masters, they unlock magic staffs, and magic staffs have various abilities. So you'll have, for example, the first one is money, and it has a. I'll show it to you in just a second once we get big enough to actually make use of that. Master, the magic staves you can get. I've gotten, I think, 8 or 9 of them so far, and each of them has a different ability. One gives you a money bonus, one of them gives you a food bonus, one of them gives you peasant bonus, and they have cooldown times. So that helps to bolster your development as well, which is really nice. You can, of course, play the game like actively, like I'm doing here, or you can just get it going and then leave it and come back. And also, when you turn the game off, you come back in and it tells you, it calculates how much food and gold you produced while you're away, which is really, really nice. So you can just come back and oh wow, I can upgrade everything now. Let's upgrade that. And then up at the top here, you saw when I started the game that there was a kingdom tab and a magic tab. So this is the kingdom tab, all your buildings and their occupants. The magic tab is the staves from the master's houses. And then there's a tab beyond that that's army. Your army invades the forest and kills monsters and unlocks more abilities, and then the forest unlocks more abilities, I believe. I haven't actually gotten that far. But, well, we're about to get our first magic staff in just a minute. I will just stop talking for a few seconds. And there you go. Okay, so that unlocks magic staffs. So this one, monetary staff, is at 100%. So I can click that and get a bonus 119 billion. Now this changes as time goes. And then you see there's the cooldown, so it's turning the count back down. This one seems to be the fastest, or one of the fastest to recharge. One of the things you can do later on is also get a bonus to the cooldown. One of the buildings opens that up too. And almost there. Like you can see right here, on this level, to get the next house, my bottleneck is gold. But down here, the bottleneck, well, was food. So now that increases our food production to 80. And so on. I really kind of enjoy this game. I've been spending way too much time. And like I said, I've never really played a clicker before, but I'm enthralled, even though there's nothing really to it. Anyway, the game is free. You can get it on Steam. I believe you can also get it on Congregate, and it might be available in some other places. I just have it on Steam. It's free. There is, eventually when you get to a point, an alchemist shop pops up here, and you can buy potions. That's basically how you can support the game, if you would like. It's, as far as I understand it, you can buy potions that increase this, or save you time. They don't change production, but they save you time, so I'm not sure what that means. I haven't bought anything on there, and the game is, of course, completely free to play. You don't have to purchase anything, but if you would like to support the developers, I'm sure that would be most welcome. So we can hang on for just a second and we can actually level up and get the next house. And like I said, you can always have this going in the background, pop back to it whenever you have a minute, and pop back. There you go. So that unlocks another magic staff, in this case food, 9,600. It also unlocks town halls and warehouses. So the town hall increases your discontent. So you saw the red heads that were along here. So when you get to a certain population of each of these categories, a head will pop up, and you can click that to cause a revolution. So basically that red head indicates how discontented your, for example, peasants or water boys are. And when you click that and you have a revolution, it resets the game back to, you have no farms, no peasants, no nothing, but you carry over your discontent becomes happiness. So that's what I have here. So you can see for peasants, I'm producing nearly 1,000,000% more gold than the peasants would normally produce because I've caused revolutions. And let's make use of that. And over here, you can also reset. So you have you can just restart at any time. The happiness will remain. You can do a hard reset. This is when you get further along and you have assimilations. You can check out the wiki. It's basically you can assimilate like elves into your kingdom, and that opens up some more buildings and stuff. Or you can just start completely over, wipe all your data. And there you go. It calculates that I was out for 26 seconds and I produced that much gold and food. Yeah, so that is the game. I really, I can't explain why I'm so enthralled with it, but I'm quite enjoying myself. And there you can keep getting more horses and start applying these down here if you want to level up a little faster. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration. And, if you did, click like. If you'd like to see more random games, I'm thinking about checking out some other games. There's so many free games on Steam. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, if you'd like to see more of that, click like and post your comments and subscribe and share. Share this video with all your friends so that my channel can grow. Thank you very much. See you next time.